Yes, Angel, in that game we saw yesterday, probably the Pack's most complete game since their win in Iowa City way back in early December.
Yeah, it really was. It was a team that shared the basketball, that dominated the interior, that executed defensively, played consistent for 40 minutes.
So we are underway. The Wolfpack in their black uniforms, and Westbeld got a piece of Brown Turner. JVT, as Ia James has been really good as of late. So much on Sonia Rivers' shoulders, though, as the primary ball handler with Johnson out. And there is Diamond Johnson. She tried to give it a go playing on that bad right ankle and got it in a boot. We're not going to see her this weekend either. We have the week between the ACC and the NCAA tournament, and I'm sure that everyone around the country hoping that players can use that rest to their advantage. And the starting lineup for Notre Dame, as mentioned, transferred in for Miles. And Citron gets it going early. James with the hobby screen, a little bit too strong. Citron is also a very good rebound. Now they need the shot from Citron, and it banked in.
Sonia Citron, she's so steady.
Sonia Rivers knocks down the shot. There's all 4 points for Notre Dame so far. Ball on the floor. And here's the takeaway now for James. One-on-one against Citron, who played good defense, but James was able to score anyway. You can take it all the way.
Why not? Nobody's in front of you. You see an open lane, get the easy two.
So right now it's NC State 6, Sonia Citron 6.
You know, I'd be talking to us at the end of the season about Sonia Citron and just how unselfish she is, that sometimes she has to remind her to take shots, and now a lot riding on her shoulders. She has to really hunt shots and opportunities.
Prosper finally got one to go. Bobby, good pass to find her, and she got the spin. Waits for some help. Tried to get it inside to Watson. And Madison Hayes, she played a really nice game yesterday against Syracuse. 30 minutes off the bench. Good help defense by Boyd. Westbeld left open. Now into single digits. James with the floater that goes in. Down 4. Yes, Citron. And there you see Dara Mabry over there with the crutches. She has an ACL, and right next to her is Olivia Miles. Citron does complete the three-point play. And that's a lot of production sitting over there. Production, leadership, just steadiness. Mabry with that jersey personality, and there you go.
Yeah, I mean, you see their numbers, and look at what they're missing: scoring, rebounding, assists. I mean, Dara Mabry had 301 threes.
Sister Michaela, an assistant coach under Niele Ivey, who played for Muffet McGraw, won a national championship with her in 01. You're looking at the ACC Coach of the Year.
Well, what an outstanding job Niele has done with this team. She's been a part of this program and the great tradition with Notre Dame women's basketball. She understands what it takes, of course, working with a mentor in Muffet McGraw and just continuing to build on what they've accomplished.
The song of Prosper after the turnover. James called for. And there is Muffet McGraw, our colleague, who doing such a great job with the rest of our crew over there. And saw her earlier today, said she misses head coaching 0%. She loves what she's doing. The stress is down, and the pride certainly. And Niele Ivey, not just as a head coach, but as a human being. Off the inbounds, won't go for James. There's Baldwin, but she brought the ball down. Rivers. James, a little ball fake, and then got it in. Approaching a minute to go in the first quarter, and that's thrown in the opposite direction of where Prosper was heading. Rivers terrific bounce pass to the cutting Isaiah James, and they're in sync.
The energy that Isaiah James brings to this Wolfpack team, it's huge. It's an intangible that matters, that makes a difference to your teammates.
Another offensive foul on Brown. Shot clock is off now for the Pack. Baldwin got Evo up in the air, then lost it. And that's not good clock awareness by Bransford. A little bit more time. Now we need a heat. Good first quarter for NC State as they have an 18-14 lead. When we come back, we'll have more. Also the first black head coach win Coach of the Year and a regular season title in women's basketball in the ACC. Notre Dame with a big win against Louisville to win the regular season and get the #1 seed in this tournament. She was just a tremendous player. Had great teams at Ruth Riley and the rest. And they won the title. That doesn't count. Brown-Turner.
Another great defensive effort by Prosper.
Prosper should be in her second semester of her senior year in high school. That's how young she is. Turner with the shot clock into single digits. So Westfeld, excuse me, with the play. Prosper can't finish, but who else? Citron there, and we finally have a basket in the second quarter. Slices the lead to 2. Winner gets Louisville tomorrow in the semis.
Nice.
In stereo.
We were in sync, yes. What a pass. And this is what NC State did so well yesterday, their interior passing. Getting the ball in that soft spot of the zone, the ACC logo, and finding the right pass.
That was Mr. Boyd, and then it works on the other end as Watson found Bransford. Trying to fit these new pieces in with a couple of veterans like Boyd and Brown-Turner. Boyd scores. Setting any offensive records. Neither team has hit a three-point shot. Combined 0 for 10.
Those aren't the records we want.
No. Prosper got in there. Boyd thought it went off of Prosper. So does Wes Moore. Junior from Queens, New York. Went to Christ the King High School. It's produced some pretty good players. Sue Bird, Tina Holtzclaw.
Yeah, a lot of them.
Those guys. Citron blocked by Boyd. Citron with 11 of Notre Dame's 18 points, also has 7 rebounds. Westfeld off the inbounds. With that bucket, Maddie Westfeld is now over 1,000 career points at 999 coming in. Prosper up in the air. Hayes had a good look, but couldn't get it to go home. You know, that was Westfeld's first basket after she missed her first 5 shots today. Citron looking for some help. Prosper stepped on the baseline. You see Marshall's got the ice pack on the eye. Inside 2 minutes to go in the first half.
Nothing coming easy for either team. Ball's not really moving, not getting any breaking down of defense. It's been 1 or 2 pass and contested jump shots on both ends.
Bransford out to Citron, who's guarded by Hayes. Tip pass. Another turnover for the Irish. Brown Turner, a little bit too ambitious. I don't know, Gramlich and Ladd are great offensive players, and I don't know, I bet they're not loving the second quarter.
I'll bet not. We want to see the ball go through the net, don't we?
Yeah, both teams combining for only 10 points so far in the second quarter. Shot clock into single digits. Citron got plunked by Hayes, so the shot clock goes back up to 20 for the Irish. Westfeld. Nice.
Yeah, that was a nice looking move.
Boy, that's got to be a walk. So now the Irish have the opportunity to use up the rest of the clock in the half and take the lead. Westfeld over the Ebo screen. The first three of the game for either team. The Irish on top, their first lead since it was 8-6. They outscored NC State 11-4 in the second quarter, and the Irish, 7 of those 11 points again in the second quarter came courtesy of Maddie Westfeld. Only one made three in the entire first half between the two teams, and that was Westfeld late in the second quarter.
It's going to change this half. It's going to be raining threes.
You feeling it?
Feeling it.
There's a 2 for Ebo. Let's go over to Angel Gray.
Westmore at halftime told me that he's not too thrilled about being out-rebounded 21-13 on the boards. He said, we have to have a different sense of aggression, a sense of urgency coming out in the second half. He also said that Notre Dame's man, when they switched to that, was giving them some issues. So he's wanting to see if he can have a few more ball screens at the top of the key involving Ebo.
Meanwhile, Sonia Rivers with a terrific pass.
Yeah, it sure was. And Jada Boyd getting one of those paint buckets that we talked about. I think that in the Wolfpack, they have really good post players who make great decisions once they get the ball. Continue to try to get them some touches.
The 54 paint points yesterday for the Pack against Syracuse was a season high, and I think the Irish are thinking the same thing.
Hey, that is textbook. Give it up, repost at lower positions.
Out with the knee injury. Citron, 3-on-2. Rivers came out to contest a little late. Biggest lead of the game for the Irish.
You have to respect Sonia Citron's ability to shoot that mid-range pull. Oh, the diagonal. Yeah, it was a little late. A little bit late. See, that's the difference in getting a shot up and not.
Yep, leading to a turnover as well. Westmore going to make a couple of subs at the next whistle. KK Bransford getting the start today for Miles. Westfeld giving it up to Watson, who had to get. She was stuck under the basket and was able to maneuver for the shot. Trying to get their team back into this game. Bobby got the little roll. Second basket for Camille Hobby, who has already gotten her undergraduate degree at State. Citron got punked by James. Prosper back into the game. For Bransford, Citron an 80% free throw shooter. Freshman of the year last year in the league. First team all-conference this year. 1 out of 2. Ebo couldn't handle it. By Ebo. Baldwin working against Ebo. Nothing doing. Westfeld head up. Prosper was going out of bounds, so she tried to tip it back to Watson. And then Watson.
Ball was deflected, and Kylie Watson just hustling in after it and colliding with Isaiah James. No, fortunately, Isaiah James is able to get up, and because that looked that looked nasty.
It's like a football play, and thank goodness Isaiah's foot wasn't planted, because that really could have been bad for her knee. And she floats one in.
Yeah, she's got really great touch.
Rivers is face guarding Citron. Little lob into Watson. Nice pass by Westbell. The first quarter, Notre Dame just a lot of one pass and shoot possessions. JBT, a little bit too strong. Watson was literally holding River Baldwin. That's her third foul.
The NC State women's basketball coach and the K-Yao Foundation, but just what an impact his legacy has been able to make.
Count it. Second on Citron, 7 points now for Rivers. 5-point advantage. Westbell, good spot for her.
Now because of injuries, opportunity to play on the perimeter, and she's taken advantage of it.
Prosper with the rebound. Westbeld has the only threes in this game by either team. Citron, oh my goodness. And reiterating, she's a sophomore.
I know. You know, the thing about Sonia Citron is she's just so steady. She's so consistent. You always know what you're going to get. I mean, she's really just scratching the surface. Quick little crossover, getting by one of the best defenders in the league in Sonia Rivers and making it look easy.
Wow. But you're right. I mean, her expression rarely changes. Baldwin plunked by Ebo, and then she gives out the primal screen.
Hitting Lauren Ebo under the rim and getting the offensive rebound putback.
Westbell gets the miss. Ebo and Baldwin have a nice little battle going on. Ebo can't do it. The screen gives Rivers just enough room.
Yeah, I think you're right. Her ceiling is high, and I would like to see her do a little bit more of that right there and hunt some shots offensively. I think she can be a really good offensive player as Maddie Westbell continues to stay high.
Guarded by Westbeld. Westbeld fouled her. That is the second.
They get a lot of those siblings that come through the programs, right?
I think it's a family deal when you go to Notre Dame. Rivers at the line. Great player coming out. In fact, was a National Player of the Year according to USA Today. Made all of the All-American teams, including the McDonald's All-American game. Westbell guarded by Boyd now. Sonia Citron just bowled her way in. That's one of Baldwin's specialties, drawing charges. Shot clock off. Rivers, still no threes for NC State. They're outscored by 4 points in that quarter. Yes, that young man, Marcus Freeman, the head football coach at Notre Dame, coming out here to support the team.
Nice of him to make the trip down to Greensboro.
Foul out on the perimeter on Prosper. That would be tough for Muffet Still to watch. NC State trying to get something going offensively. Jakia Brown-Turner still. No threes. Lots of contact. Brown-Turner 0 for 5 from the floor. She only has a couple of points after 16 yesterday against Syracuse that included a couple of threes. Hayes ran into Citron. Screen left is Dara Mabry, who has been out since January 22nd, tore her ACL, also a tibia plateau fracture against Virginia. And not just one, but two huge losses.
Two huge losses, two primary ball handlers.
The Notre Dame bench wafer thin with all of the injuries. And now Foul trouble for Watson. Rivers shows you her ups. Westfeld coming away with it. Citron put the brakes on pretty quickly after she got close to Niel, and she's like, hold on. Citron, perfect.
First look that she's gotten without the ball in her hands. She's just such a tough cover because she can do so many things well, and her pace coming off the screens is so good.
Turner, after being fouled by Bransford, gets them both. So Citron and Westfeld shooting well from the floor and getting most of the points, that combination. Notre Dame shooting 45%, the Pack 36%. Evo delivers down low. Citron with another assist. That little Prosper action for you?
How about that block by Kassan Prosper? Are you kidding me? Just when you think Sonia Rivers has an easy lane to the rim, Prosper says, no thank you.
Slots it out of bounds. Prosper, both of her family, or both of her parents, played collegiately at Concordia University in her hometown of Montreal. Rivers with the basket. 10-point deficit, 7.5 to go. Citron, gotta be careful. They're trying to draw charges on her.
I mean, this is just a heck of an individual effort by Prosper, using her length. Outstretched hand, look at that.
We talked to Niel Ivey last week, and she's so excited about Prosper. Says that she's got kind of like a coach's dream again. Came out, she should still be in high school. Film junkie, wants to learn, takes instruction, very coachable, and you can see that athletically. Wait till she grows up.
Yeah, of course, and Niel Ivey said it was such a blessing at the time that she came, especially Dara Mabry lost not soon after that. Gives him another body, another perimeter player. Terrific individual defender.
6'2" freshman. Ball goes over to the Irish.
Well, it's been a physical game, but it's been able to be physical on both sides. It's tournament time. It's March, Pam.
Almost a turnover. It looks like Jada Boyd might have turned her ankle a little bit, but she gets up. Ebo into Citron, who got fouled by Rivers, to the free throw line, where she is 4 for 5. Boys and Girls Club score points for your school after the tournament.
The Irish continue changing up their defenses, playing in the 2-3, playing in the man-to-man. There's Jakia Brown Turner getting the 3.
With 4 fouls for the Irish. Westfeld. Foul on Notre Dame.
Miscommunication in the zone in the half court. Jakia Brown Turner able to capitalize.
It's the best of both worlds. You can score with the clock stopped. Got them both. Big time pressure on Bransford. You couldn't even hear the whistle because the crowd is so loud. Citron. Over to Bransford.
This second half, Notre Dame much more like the Fighting Irish.
JVT with another 3. Her second. And then the steal, Boyd scores. Niele Ivey decided not to take a timeout. Watson and got clobbered by James. Talks to Jakia Brown-Turner, his only returning starter from last year's team. Huge board for Westbeld.
Sure was. Maddie Westbeld, what a job to get in position to get that offensive rebound.
Her 8th, making her 9th rebound. Watson knocked away by Collins. 2-on-1. They save it for Rivers. Citron couldn't handle it. Boyd missed the first time. The second one won't go in, and Maddie Westbeld got another rebound, and a foul has been called on NC State.
I cannot say enough of how Olivia Miles is not just a vocal leader with her team on the floor, but on the sidelines as well. To mention, assistant coach Sherelle Allen is not with Notre Dame due to personal reasons. So Olivia Miles is sitting in that assistant coach chair, being vocal and trying to do everything she can from the sidelines to give this team energy.
Sitting right next to Michaela Mabry. She's actually been standing a lot over there on the bench along with Dara Mabry, the 2 injured stars for this team. Collins stuffed by Watson. Irish ball, and Olivia Miles out indefinitely. The Irish not getting more specific than that. And they only have 2 good legs between them, but they're still getting up and hopping around and celebrating.
You know, and that's your 2 vocal leaders. And Niele Ivey talked about when Dara Mabry went down, how Olivia Miles had to step up from a leadership standpoint. She couldn't rely on Mabry on the floor anymore. And now Olivia Miles is out, and that's got to be Sonia Citron, Maddie Westbeld, 2 of your more experienced players in this system on the floor.
Citron, that's off the mark. James. Watson was able to knock it away.
Get an opportunity now for the Irish to get your defense set.
Brown-Turner got a good 4th quarter. Sonia Citron coming off a season-high 27 in the win at Louisville last week, turning it up when Miles got hurt in the 2nd quarter, and she's got 23 today. Out of 2 on that trip. That's tipped. Leads to a turnover.
That's a dangerous place to give KK Bransford the ball.
Her 3rd of the season. Clock right now is Notre Dame's best friend. Brown-Turner with the foul with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Citron has backed up last week's 27-point game with 26. Nice by James, Notre Dame. Rivers took it away, and then a subsequent foul.
But as they continue to face different types of teams, how will they be able to handle consistent pressure? 94 feet.
They are looking more and more like they will be playing Louisville for the 3rd time in the semis tomorrow. Citron also has 5 assists and 8 rebounds.
I'm not sure why NC State's not fouling.
Now Wes Moore is saying, come on out and foul her, but it took a while. Citron back at a familiar spot. Ties her season high. James able to recover. Rebound, good effort by Hayes to try to get to it. So Ebo will come in for her. Watson 5 points and a rebound. Madison Hayes, the Mississippi State transfer. Their first trip to the line this afternoon. That's them both. They are the 3-time defending champs in this tournament. Have not lost in this tournament since 2019.
And again, too much time running off the clock. No sense of urgency right now for the Wolfpack.
Okay, Bransford, ACC All-Freshman, was the freshman of the week in the last season. The last week of the season, pardon me. Wes Moore takes the timeout. So you get 2 free throws and the ball. Potential for a 4 or 5 point play. Amy Collins' first point of the game. Turner kicks it out to Rivers.
You don't have to settle. You're in the penalty. Go to the rim.
Not a great shot, and it took a lot of time.
And again, like, you don't have to settle. If you can get an opportunity to get a layup, get a foul, or get a drive and kick for a shot, then you foul and you got timeouts to move the ball.
Citron, another 1 for 2 at the line. Trip. She gets a new season high in scoring, and the Fighting Irish hold on to beat NC State 66-60. The Yellow Ivies club moving on to the semifinals.